Hello everyone, welcome to English Shorthand classes. Exercise 2. Get ready for the dictation. Start. The bill that has now emerged is definitely a great improvement upon the bill that we had originally introduced. Sir, the basic effort in this bill has been threefold. Firstly, to safeguard the interests of the consumers because, as I said, it is the unsuspecting consumer and particularly women and children and weaker sections of the society who are the main victims of this evil. Secondly, it is to prevent undue harassment to the trader, whether it is the producer, the wholesaler, or the retailer. Whereas we should certainly keep a very strict watch upon them, there should not be any cause for undue harassment. And thirdly, the Act should be capable of effective implementation because there was a general feeling among the members of the committee that implementation had been lacking. These were the three major principles that were kept in mind by the committee in its deliberations. Sir, with your permission, I will very briefly put before the Honorable House some of the silent features of the bill that I have now presented. The finest point is that a distinction has been made between adulteration that is capable of easy detection by the eye and adulteration which is not. In other words, if something is adulterated and is visible, at least the consumer has the opportunity to take necessary precautions. But if it is processed and cooked, then there is no way by which the consumer can know whether it is adulterated or not until he has reaped the ill effects of adulteration. Therefore, we have redefined primary food and we have now for the first time introduced a graded system of punishments, a graded system of penalties. On the one hand, we have exempted altogether as a result of a lot of evidence that was brought before us primary food which is substandard due to purely natural causes in which there is no human agency and which is primary food in other words which is easily visible. In such cases, there is no penalty and it has been taken out of the Act. At the other end, for deliberate adulteration which can cause death or grievous injury, we have brought in punishments up to life imprisonment. So, what we have done is this: we have these five categories. Primary food adulterated due to purely natural causes is exempt. Then there is injurious and non injurious adulteration. Here we have got a graded system of penalties going up to life imprisonment so that deterrence is there and people realize that they cannot play with the lives of their fellow citizens. On the other hand, non guilty people are brought within the mischief of the act stop.